Welcome back, baby dolls. I've got some actual sad news. I just realized my juicy news did not upload earlier. Actually, very, very salty. Oh my gosh. I installed many programs. I didn't want to play with too many programs just in case they come and still start stealing seed phrases. But the recover didn't work. Nothing worked. I can't do anything. And I was like, oh my gosh, they don't let me know now. I remember sending it through. And the only way you can fix this is by buying more shit coins. That's the only way to make you feel a bit better from this. Like all that time wasted, damn it. You can't even recover stuff, friends. You literally, if you shift delete stuff. So I've got to get out of the habit of doing that. But today, friends, you know, on top of this, let's turn this into a positive. I've got to talk to you about taking profits. Now, why I'm doing it now is if the left translated cycle starts appearing where we have a Bitcoin price rising up to like $150,000 or $60,000 this year, if that actually starts appearing, friends, which is like rush up to 90, come back down, this is a retest of the high, and then we like do a zoop up, okay? This mania by the end of the year, friends, it might get like super, super, super pumpy. All right, now, taking profits is very, very important. Why I'm doing it now is the market's a bit quiet. You see, if I talk about taking profits, you're not going to listen as it comes later on. You're not going to listen, you're going to pay attention at all, and a lot of people get upset. They get skits, right? They get 100% skitsed. Because, you know, maybe like if you start talking about selling and you're like, no, but I'm from this community and that coin and like everything's moving up and down, it's crazy. So look, what I've seen is many people have the complete wrong concept when it comes to selling. Everybody has this entitlement, especially go watch any YouTuber else out there, that even people on Twitter, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Okay. Firstly, when they talk about taking profits, they talk about it from a sense of entitlement. They go in terms of like, hey, when you're up 10x, shave off a bit. When you're up 50x, shave up more. But let me tell you something, friends. The market does not care about how much profit you're in. It's either going to go up or down. It literally does not care. To think about your selling strategy as a function of how big you are on side, complete wrong mentality. Wrong. So if you go buy the top in something, but that's literally the top. Oh, but I should never get out, right? I'm only up 2x. Complete wrong mentality, okay? However, in this mode where we are now, Coinbase is not #1 app because we're looking for these X factor signals. None of these have pinged. Remember, I don't care about the price. I don't care about the price at all. I'm looking for euphoria signs. Is Coinbase #1 rank app? No, it's not. Has Andrew Tate done anything with crypto? Launched a coin? No. Has Ty Lopez returned ultimate grifter for crypto again like he did in 2021 Ohm? No, he's not. Has the US government, okay, Bug Eater Central, Congress, have they banned themselves, the government side now, from owning stocks? No, they haven't. You see these? They have not done that. Remember, the US Fed did it. That's the Fed. The bug eaters at the Fed, not US Congress. They have not banned themselves officially yet. So see, these things have not ticked off. What about Jimmy Boy Cramer? Now, Jimbo Cramer, friends, remember, the only thing that could give us such a bull market like we're having right now is that Jimmy did 5 tweets in a row saying Bitcoin number go down. And then we literally just rocketed off and broke the high. Wow, it's crazy. So we have to be prepared. What if he is doing bullish tweets? What if he does 5 bullish tweets at Bitcoin 160K? You know, are we prepared for that? That means, oh, pretty much it's game over. He did 5 bearish tweets, we went up. What if he does 5 bullish tweets? What if he does a crypto episode, like where there's like 5 minutes of his favorite crypto, and he talks about these coins, right? What if he does that? So you got to think about these things. Now, none of these have pinged, right? And we haven't even got an Ethereum ETF. There hasn't been talks of that. So we're still early, okay? However, if you are in a coin, you got in early, you should, by default, remember, it's not my obligation to tell you this, but you got to be doing this by default, friends. Okay, when the big signs come, I'll be doing more obvious. Hey, man, go to every single coin. I don't care how much it is. Like, shave off 5%. Just shave off 5%. I'll be doing that later on. But right now, let's say you do get in something early and it starts going up, okay? If you're on something like PulseChain, beautiful, because you can just keep peeling off. You can keep peeling off. With Ethereum, you can't that much. You need to have a bigger size because the gas fees are too much, man. But you should be doing things such as, even though we're early, you peel off like 1 to 5%. okay? Up to 10%, that's what you do. So you might peel off like 5%, and then a day later, another 5%, or you do it like every 6 hours, 8 hours, just slowly do that. And what you do is you stack a call. That's what you should be doing. So you could stack like, let's say there are people who made money in Soylana, okay? In some of these Soylana coins, like this Joe Biden coin, man, did like freaking 1000x or something. Some people made like, 20x in that. Okay, well, one person put like, $500, you turn it into like, 32K or something. Good on you. If you have 32K, you could be, so I don't know anything about that type of stuff and how long you intend to hold it, but you should be doing something like, okay, we'll take off something, maybe take off by this point because it's run up to 250 million market cap. You should be taking off anywhere from a third to 75% out. You should be out and stack a call. A lot of people stack Sol. I personally don't want to stack Soylana, Sol, because it's stacking soy, number one, and it's already run up big time. I'd rather stack PulseChain. Still stacking contrarian. I like it personally, but other people, you can do whatever you want. It pretty much, it's almost the same game to some extent. We're just gambling and wrestling, okay? If you want less risk, just rotate into ETH or Bitcoin, okay? If you want like the lowest risk, just rotate into USD, but that's on you, okay? So you should be just doing this periodically only on the things that go up. Only on things that have gone up lots to do that, okay? And obviously, the next part, the next law, trust me, do not ever get rid of everything. Ever. Your mind is going to blow with what happens in this game, in this bull market. Bull market's not done. See the warning signals, friends? They're not even here yet. There's all these X factor warning signals, none of them even procced. So that's what you have to be careful about. Okay, you have to be trust me, most people, obviously watching me, you're not gonna lose money by buying the wrong coins and getting rugged. No. You're gonna lose money by getting rid of all of your position before the run actually happens. That's how probably most people are going to lose money, because you're early. Everyone here's still early, waiting for the slingshot to finally finish off, okay? So I've got to mention here my tweet. First, let's enjoy this PEPE, this Godzilla PEPE, how cute he is, okay? If you're up big in any crypto coin, right, trim 1%, see how 1% feels periodically, but never let go of your full position. You got to think about it, right? If you're, let's say you turn $100, I don't know, into like $5,000. You got to think about it, man. Like that $5,000 dumped into like half Pulse and half PulseX. What if that does another 10x? Like just pretty much you're banking yourself a nice call. All right. So that's what the mindset you got to have now. What I'll also do is, if you're trimming off periodically, trimming, friends, trimming is, hey, just selling off 1% or 2% or 3%. You're doing that slowly. Okay. As you're doing that, you have to think about, all right, what I'm about to tell you is dangerous. It's very dangerous, but it's okay because we're early. And that is trimming off for other lottery tickets. Do you see? So let's say you've turned $100. Let's say maybe you've got like $5,000. You're okay. You're going to trim off, maybe you trim off like 6 slices of $100 each. And you got like coin, like that. You just like, you're buying into other meme coins and stuff and altcoins. That's, look, I'm not the arbiter, by the way. This can all go wrong. I'm just telling you, that's playing with fire, but I'm doing it right now anyway. That's pretty much what you will do. It's okay to do that, I think. But once we start to hit the moonshots, once we start to see that, and by the way, we're already on to racist coins. Like how much further is it going to go before that happens, right? Just, you got to be careful. This is how people lose everything, okay? Because they're constantly, you've hit a feature at the casino and they've gone and just played another slot machine. That's pretty much what it is, okay? So you got to be really careful of that. This is how everybody loses all their money. It's just like now we're relying on timing, all right? But look, I don't know why, I just feel confident. I'm like, yeah, Coinbase app rankings are like 300, 250. Okay, once we start to see Coinbase app ranking is now top 20 again, and then 15, and then 10, and then it climbs to rank 7. Okay, we're like, okay, that's when I'll be saying, hey, all of the profit rotation stuff, you can't be touching any other meme coin stuff. We're pretty much, you got to be stacking, getting in the mindset of stacking either proper cores, but even the cores have run at that point. That's when it's literally Bitcoin, Ethereum, USD. All right. Now, we're only guessing, man. We don't know, friends. Look, there's a lot of things that can happen. What if there's a panic Bitcoin buy and then altcoins don't even have what if altcoins are done until next year? So we don't know. We're just guessing. Okay. But I'm just telling you this now, just so you know what to do. A lot of people get skitzed out here and there. But yes, ultimately, all these coins, friends, what you're doing is if something hits and starts going, okay, you're just trimming along the way just to like pay yourself, just to psychologically be there. Another thing you can do is, a lot of people do this. This is also another viable strategy. I personally don't know, but you can. They'll provide liquidity on, for example, 9mm on PulseChain, V3 liquidity. If you want to do that, they'll provide liquidity both sides. And people like, it's like nice to collect the fees after a day or two. And like, oh, sweet, I collected some fees, and it like builds up your kitty bank. We're all just playing with financial numbers and stuff here and there. The most optimal thing to do is not even do that and just be all in on the coin and hold to the end. That's the most optimal thing. But really, the best thing to do for you is something to help you sleep at night. Because man, if you're gonna see stuff, you're gonna see some smacks down 50%, 70%, people exiting out. You saw with DickWifButt, for example, just wake up, poof. You just see there's gonna be many of these things coming out. All right. So, like I said, at the end of the day, look, I can show you indicators and stuff that can help you try pick turns. The problem is, for the super trends, when they turn, it's down 50% from the top. Down 50 to 60%, okay? 65% now. And then it has to retrace. Like, you know what I mean? Nothing tells you, okay, it's time to sell. You don't know. You don't know. It's just, if you're seeing candles that are green, they finish green down a daily, okay, shave off just a bit here and there, but you never shave off a big position. So right now, it's mostly random. All right? I know a lot of people believe there's a lot of skill and stuff. No. Everyone who's done this game, we know it's mostly random. But once something's hitting, don't kill the golden goose, right? If something's got a good idea to run, it is what it is, okay? We're also in very difficult times because there's a shitload of meme coins. There's a lot. They keep minting them here and there, and your edge is basically sticking it out with people. If you see a lot of artwork, a lot of community, you know, Tangang and all their affiliated stuff is there. You know, Teddy Bear, PEPE, you know, I love naming those names. They stick in our minds. But when you have stuff on like Soylana, you're like, okay, the 15th Joe Biden coin and another cat with a hat. You know what I mean? Even though these things run up nuts, that's crazy. They still run up 40, 50 million valuations, crazy. But that's just something you got to think about. Okay, is this going to be restored at the end? I mean, look, cat with a hat friends, whatever they are, they might end up doing okay by the end. You know why? Because you just basically leverage on dog with a hat flipping Doge and Shib at the end. You see what I mean? I can only give you the one that I know about. Remember, we're just like little fish just swimming along in the ocean as well. I know there's Landwolf, which is leverage on PEPE. So you have these advantages, friends, but you just, honestly, you just never know. I'm like, I'll just show you Landwolf here. You've seen this thousands of times, leverage on PEPE. This is the big ones. These are the big ones if they work. I'm not saying don't buy anything. Don't buy anything. I'm just telling you, the leverage ones are the ones that work, man. Like, think about this. You didn't need to believe in Soylana, man. You didn't need to believe in it. But if you knew about BONK, BONK did a 300x, Habib. You understand? Soylana did a 12x. Okay? So Soylana does a 12, BONK does a 300. That's literally a 25x differential. Okay? So I just want to show you, right? If someone had $25,000 in Soylana, they made 300 grand from the bottom to the top. Okay, they had from 25k to 300. Now, you can also finish with $300,000 using only 1,000. So the guy who believes in Soylana land, he has $25,000. You've only got $1,000. How do you get to his position? Right, you're in BONK. Do you see that? Look at the chart right here, friends. This is literally it. This is BONK. Whee! Bang, you see that? When we actually go to the very bottom, like it's from the bottom to the top, right? All the way bottom, 250x. So around there. Isn't that crazy? Let's say you're even from here, man. You still made off 1 grand, you make 100, right? But look at this guy. Look at all the people in Soylana land. Let's say they were in from here. They made an 8x. You see, you make a 100x. They make an 8. So you still have this 12. See this 12x multiplier? How big is that? But of course, we're in hindsight. We're going and look at Soylana and BONK because we know BONK went up. But that's why I'm telling you, all the others went up huge as well. We're just showing you one of the biggest ones. There's actually one that got dwarfed, right? That's why I'm telling you, looking for the leverage plays. Because we say leverage, it feels more risky, and it is. However, if you do the research, which is what we're doing, you can get this residual pump with all of these. And they do fly harder, friend. They really do. They wait, the speed goes up. And you're wondering, who's buying those bags, man? It's people in the spear. It's people in the spear. You know, it's people who made oh wow, it's two people, right? People who don't want to miss out and people who are aware of that spear. They're like, oh wow, for example, let's say PEPE friends. There's people with like 50 grand positions in PEPE. PEPE's gonna go. Let's say they end up with like $1.5 million in PEPE. Let's say PEPE does another 5x from here. They've got 1.5 million. Guess what, man? They're more than happy, all of them, to start. They'll take out like 150 grand and they'll smack the crap out of something. You know what I mean? Like, oh, let's take 10% of that out. Let's go in this other one. It looks like it's going up. This type of rotation and gyration, that's what ends up fueling it. So it is very lucrative to get in these, but it's not so easy. There are a lot. That's why some people might say, hey, it's just easier to own the core. Yeah, that's why I have 90% core, 10% lottery, right? That lottery can go a very, very, very long way. However, with research over time, you get an advantageous position. So, friends, there are people right now all over crypto, YouTube, I've seen everyone. People aren't even buying core coins. They're just researching the leverage altcoins and meme coins. It used to be they just said, go find the dog coin on every single chain. They're doing it. Like Omnom on Doge chain went up like 300x and all these. You see what I mean? The people are going to come into PulseChain and try to find the meme coins. So that's a viable strategy. A lot of people are doing it. They're not even touching the cores because people are like saying, well, I don't know which core to get. Because if let's say someone has $10,000, they're like, well, I don't want to buy 10 core coins when only one of them is going to do well. That's boring, you know what I mean? Or I don't even know they might not even get it right. But what they might do is they go, hey, instead of buying 10 core coins, I'll go to each chain with my $1,000 and I'm going to find 10 meme coins on there. And I'm going to buy the residual meme coins around that. Now, there's not even 10 everywhere. There's maybe like 2 to 4. But maybe they put like $250 in 4 of them. That might be a viable strategy. Let's say people want to come in to PulseChain and they've only got $1,000. Obviously, what are most people saying? They say, well, you should increase to 20 grand. Yeah, increase your probability of bet size. But a viable strategy, they might say, is go, look, man, nah, I don't want to buy 25 grand worth of PulseChain. Instead, what they go do is they've got $1,000. They go, hey, let me put $250 in PDI, $250 in DickWifButt, $250 in HOA Tangang, $250 in a Tropop. Just for example, just throwing it out there, bang, bang, bang. And they're like, okay, you're leverage on the ecosystem. Let's see how far you go. And obviously you'd have to be watching the pulse ratio prices. So that's just to let you know, that's something you can do. All right. Because everybody believes in their own core, but yes, not all the cores are going to go do well. I mean, there's only one Soylana that did well. Okay. So we've spoken about a lot of things, friends. You get to see selling along the way. It's important just to keep you in the game. It helps just fund your other lottery tickets, but don't cut yourself huge. Look, but if there's a story and a narrative and you believe, sure, just look, I'm not going to tell anyone sell everything or buy everything ever, because I'm telling you now, we already know this bull market's going to get ridiculous. I wanted to remind you, remember all those X factors we just went through? We haven't seen a meme coin cross 100 billion valuation yet. In the last cycle, Doge hit 85 billion, SHIB hit 45 billion, all right, around there. But none of them individually crossed 100 billion. Can PEPE or DickWifButt do it this time? I don't know. Or is Doge going to resurge and do that? But that would be just a key indicator. When that happens, like, okay, all right, we've got the exit liquidities here and they're buying this month, which means this is our last month or two or something. You get the point, okay? But we're not there yet. So if you're unlucky enough, you get something that wins along the way, you just have to be peeling off here and there. And pretty much, friends, it's literally, I'll tell you right now, it's every man for himself right now, because the crowd's voices will get louder and more aggressive. And they say, oh, but you bought, no, but you saw, but just tell them to shut up. Don't even listen to them. Just completely ignore these people. You can't, look, no one knows what's going on, all right? No one knows what's going on. What we're going to do is just use these like guiding principles to help us along the way. It does help. You got a lot of coins and you're just playing for this ultimate thesis of the moonshot to play out. So that's why, like, friends, ultimately the undertone of Ethereum, $5,000 plus, $8,000 plus, Ethereum ETF, to usher us in, to give us the degeneracy land of, $100 billion meme coin valuation. If we can see stuff like that, okay, now we're going to have a completely different conversation. All right, now we have the conversation about, okay, do you have any life expenses for the next 3 years you need to cover right now? You know what I mean? We're not having that conversation yet. We're on the way, though. We're on the way. So for now, do whatever you can. Okay, you like yield farming, you like peeling off profits around here and there, stacking cores. Okay, stacking cores, it's good. Stacking into lottery tickets, other lottery tickets. Okay, until things change, I'll let you know. Remember, I'm wearing a Pokemon bucket hat. None of this is financial advice. Catch you soon.